Hey everybody. We were messaged recently with somebody who had a pair of bands at their house. So Clint and I thought it would be an amazing opportunity to show what we can do with these bands. So we're going to start with what warm-up movements you can do with these bands. And these are called shoulder arcs. So you want to hold your hands at the end of the band, keeping the arms straight, keeping the ribs down, making sure not to open up the ribs whenever you go around. So arms straight the whole time. You're going to go around as far as you can and then come back through. So whenever you go above, make sure not to open up your ribs to where you're so overarched. Keep the ribs down, keep the belly tight, and work and warm up the shoulders. We usually keep these in the 20 rep range. And then the next thing that you can do is pull apart. So holding at the same spot on either end of the band, keeping the arm straight, you're going to pull it right across your chest. The goal here is to squeeze right in between these shoulder blades. So squeezing the shoulder blades. And we'll do these in sets of 20 as well. Just getting good blood flow in the shoulders before a workout. If you take your band and you double it, let's step back so you can see. Put it right below your knees. Actually, you may need to triple it. Let's try that again. So, you could put your feet through it, keeping it right below the knees. You're going to get down in sort of like a basketball stance. Make sure that your knees are not collapsing. Whenever you step out, you want to lead with the knee. So you're down in sort of almost a full squat, and you're going to step side to side. Okay, it's really going to wake up your butt. Okay, step out safely. All right, so we'll talk about hinging. You can do body weight good mornings, which is just slightly bending the knees, breaking at the hips, keeping the back flat, eyes are forward, like that. If you want to add a little bit of resistance to it, step in the band, put it around your neck, bend the knees slightly again, back stays straight, eyes are going to be forward, and you're going to hinge at the hips again. Okay? So another hinge that we can do with the band, if you have a kettlebell with you, you can do resisted kettlebell swings only if you know how to do kettlebell swings safely. So if you've never done them before, I would advise against it until a coach sees you and you have proper form. Because most people, whenever they start out to do kettlebell swings, they usually squat with it instead of hinging at the hips like we just did with the good morning. So you'll step into your band. Get into your starting position, chest stays up, eyes are forward, back stays flat. Hike it back, stand up. Great for a cardio workout, if you can't hear me sucking wind. And then you can deadlift. You can deadlift with just a band. I don't know if you can see my feet. Step into the band on either side. Get into your starting position, which would be almost like a football stance. Hips are going to stay high, and you can stand up and do deadlifts with just the band, or we can use the kettlebell. I'll show you that. So to use the kettlebell, you're just going to thread it through and again step through it. Set your feet. Make sure the kettlebell is centered between your feet. And then do your deadlifts. All right, now to move on to the push. you don't have any weights on hand, you can do a single arm press with your band. So step into it with whatever side that you want to press from. And you're going to hold it. Before I press, I like to make sure that my core is nice and tight. So pull the belly button back to the ribs. Make sure the ribs are down. And then you can press. Whenever you press, you don't want your elbow out to the side. It just puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder. I like to keep mine in front and then press up. Front, then press up. And then you can switch sides. You can do a resisted push-up. So you'd hop into it, have it right across your back. And then do your push-ups this way. You can also do a floor press the same way. So you can lay on your back, still keeping it right across the back. Lay down, elbows down. Keep your elbows tucked to your ribs. Press, down, press, down, press. All right, now for pulling, we're going to do rows. So if you have an anchor point in your house, anywhere that you can find something that will weigh down the band so nothing flies at you when you do this. Just sit down. Same as the pull apart, your goal here is to squeeze the shoulder blades. So keep your chest up, and then you want to pull your hands right to your rib cage. So pull, pull, pull. You can also do, great for the shoulders, healthy shoulders. It's called a face pull. So you'll take this band, thumbs are going to be pointing at each other. So you're going to take a step back, and whenever you pull the band to your face, you're going to spread it apart. So stand tall, keep that core tight, so whenever you pull the band apart. Again, only do this if you have a really good anchor point to prevent injury. You can get really hurt if nothing is anchored down and the band comes flying right back at you. All right, another core. All right, so we'll start with core. This one's called Pallof press. We like to hold these for 10 to 20 seconds. Your choice on how long you can last. So you're going to interlock the fingers, have tension on the band, have it centered right at your chest, and then you're going to take a step out and press it out, and you're going to hold it in that press. And you're going to see why it's a core movement. So you're going to press out and hold it. And then bring it back in after your time is up, and then step back in. We also have resisted sit-ups. So again, have your anchor point. You're going to lay down just like you're doing sit-up. You're going to pull it down to your chest. I need a little bit more tension. You can make this as hard or as easy as you want it to, but you want to make sure that you're going to get a full sit-up at the end of this movement. So pull it down to your head. Let me anchor my feet. Make sure you anchor your feet so that you don't lose your tension. All right, so here. Make sure to sit up all the way. Whenever you do a completed sit-up, you want your shoulders to be in front of your hips as the finishing movement. And then we can do, last thing is a high plank row. So we've all done a plank before in our lives. So a high plank, you're gonna have a band, you're gonna pull it to your hip, and you can switch sides. Okay? All great movements that you can do at home. If you want to do a quick workout while you're at work, which a lot of people are working from home right now. But yes, these are some awesome things that you can do with your bands. If you want to rotate them throughout 3 days, the first day I would do a push, a pull, and a hinge. Second day I would do a push, a pull, and a core. And the third day I would add in some squatting and maybe a carry. So if you have any weights, just go for a walk with your weight. Set a 30-minute timer. Make sure it's not too heavy for you to handle while you're doing a 30-minute walk. And just take it for a carry. Hope you guys like this.